The Downtown Manchester Improvements Project, also known as the Downtown Streetscape Project or Downtown for All, is the next phase of the town's recent efforts to make downtown and its adjacent neighborhoods even more vibrant places. This project is currently in the planning stages. This project will represent a significant investment in downtown that will benefit the entire community, complete necessary upgrades of the Main Street corridor, and address multiple community needs previously identified in various workshops and surveys spanning the past decade. Over the past several years, the town of Manchester has engaged the public on opportunities and strategies for further improving downtown. These efforts have included conducting a townwide survey collecting feedback on recent improvements, facilitating a strategic workshop to identify priorities, engaging with the Downtown Special Services District, and gathering public input for Manchester Next, the update of the town's 10-year plan of conservation and development. Through these engagement efforts, town staff have received tremendous feedback on the state of downtown and its direction forward. The Downtown Manchester Improvement Survey highlighted a desire for additional outdoor dining and general public seating while maintaining an adequate supply and distribution of public parking throughout the district. However, public feedback also indicated a general concern about pedestrian safety and the high speed at which cars travel in the area. Unfortunately, downtown is currently considered a high crash corridor and tragically has also seen bicyclists and pedestrians injured and even killed in recent years crossing Main Street. The town believes we have the duty and opportunity to improve. Complete Streets is a comprehensive transportation policy and design approach that requires streets to be planned, designed, operated, and maintained to enable safe, convenient, and comfortable travel and access for users of all ages and abilities, regardless of their mode of transportation. The Manchester Board of Directors adopted the town's Complete Streets policy on October 3, 2017. This project puts this policy into action. The term complete references the inclusion of infrastructure that would make a street more accessible for cyclists, pedestrians, transit riders, and those traveling with strollers, walkers, or wheelchairs, while improving safety for drivers as well. The project will transform the Main Street corridor between Center Street and Hartford Road into an accessible, vibrant, and equitable complete street through a comprehensive design that includes traffic, pedestrian, and bicycle safety improvements, additional public spaces, and an enhanced streetscape complemented with strategic public and private development. The project intends to reduce the instances of serious vehicular crashes and slow vehicular speeds, add customers and foot traffic for local businesses, and increase the amount of accessible public space. The foundation of this project is a road diet, which provides the opportunity to implement several other improvements. A road diet typically involves reallocating an existing 4-lane roadway to a 3-lane roadway consisting of 2 through lanes and a left turn. While counterintuitive, going from 4 lanes to 3 improves traffic flow in that those taking a left turn now have a dedicated lane to wait safely outside the flow of traffic. Those behind a turning driver will be able to keep moving instead of having to stop or worse, swerve into the other lane and risk a potential crash. The proposed road diet includes on-street parking changes in some areas, but a mix of parallel and diagonal spaces will remain. Importantly, the project is expected to result in no significant change in the total number of parking spaces in the corridor, and the current concept design includes a small net increase in the number of on-street spaces. Currently, downtown has almost 1,000 public parking spaces. All these improvements are intended to make downtown a safer and more accessible place to be for all residents, whether they travel by car, foot, public transit, bicycle, stroller, or wheelchair. The project concept includes a cycle track, or 2-way bicycle path, that is separated physically from vehicular traffic and distinct from the sidewalk. The track will be located on the curb side of the parking, in contrast to bike lanes, which are typically between the parking and the travel lane. Despite the great interest in cycling to or through downtown, bicycle journeys are currently challenging, with no dedicated lane diagonally parked cars backing out of spaces, and the prohibition of cycling on the sidewalk. Installing a cycle track that runs along downtown Main Street would create a southern connection to the East Coast Greenway, a northern connection to Center Springs Park and the Cheney Rail Trail, and offer the ability to connect safely with other routes in the future. Additionally, 2 roundabouts are proposed for the intersection of Main Street and Center Street, and the intersection of Main Street and Charter Oak Street or Hartford Road. The proposed roundabouts allow for vehicles to travel counterclockwise around a center island to turn onto the desired road. The roundabouts would allow for consistent movement through the downtown corridor, which also reduces carbon dioxide emissions from idling vehicles and reduces the severity of crashes when they do occur. Roundabouts can vary in size, but the proposed Manchester roundabouts will be larger than others that exist in the area. They will allow for vehicles of all sizes, including emergency vehicles, buses, and truck and trailer combinations. Most importantly, roundabouts are designed to slow traffic, making downtown safer for everyone. Slower vehicles significantly improve safety for both vehicles and pedestrians. Another critical piece of the project is to replace traffic signals downtown. The signals are reaching the end of their useful service life and must be replaced in the near future. This project proposes to replace them with connected, coordinated traffic signals, which can synchronize traffic movements so that cars stop less when traveling. While the first 2 pieces of the project will intentionally reduce vehicle speeds, the coordinated signals will allow drivers to get from one end of downtown to the other in a similar amount of time. Vehicles will move more slowly, but traffic will flow more smoothly, with fewer stops and no need to drive around someone taking a left turn. The main elements of the project work together to help traffic flow consistently down Main Street. In addition to traffic safety benefits, the road diet offers a rare opportunity to enhance the streetscape and create additional public space in downtown, making it a more interesting and vibrant location to gather, do business, and socialize. By reducing the road width, certain sections of Main Street will be able to significantly expand the width of the sidewalk, creating additional space for more outdoor dining, sidewalk sales, food vendors, and other creative commercial and social activities. The addition of native plantings and more street trees will provide shade and environmental benefits while beautifying the area, allowing Main Street to thrive economically, socially, and naturally. Please visit the Town of Manchester's public engagement platform, Your Voice Matters, manchesterct.com, to review project details, ask questions, review FAQs, and most importantly, subscribe for project updates. The next step for the project team is to collect more feedback and input that would further the design of this concept. The project team has already begun engagement with groups like the Downtown Special Services District, Manchester Youth Commission, Manchester Road Race Committee, the Sustainability Commission, and others. But there will be a number of additional opportunities coming soon. Please reach out to the project team via Your Voice Matters if you or your organization is interested in learning more.